Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a bit of an updated skincare routine. I have done a skincare routine like ages ago on my channel, probably like 2 years ago, maybe more, and it was quite popular. So I thought I would do an updated version of what I've been doing to try and keep my skin as clear as possible. I've had a complete change in my skincare routine. So if you'd like to find out what I do, keep on watching. So what I'm gonna do is go from my taking off my makeup to what I do after that at night, and then I'll tell you what I do in the morning in the shower and after the shower. So the first thing I do to take off my makeup is I use the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse Balm, and I cannot rate this higher. It is amazing. It works kind of like a balm. I'll just see if I can show it to you. It comes out like a balm. Like I'd probably compare it to like a thicker pore cream, pore ointment type thing. And then you start rubbing it into your face and it turns into like an oil. So it emulsifies and breaks down all the makeup on your face, including waterproof mascara. I've tested it on that and it works so well. So you just like rub it in, and then I get a little bit of water and I rub it in with a bit of water just to try and help it along a little bit, but you don't really even need to do that. And then after I've used the pre-cleanse balm, I use the face halos. This is obviously a new packet. The current ones I'm using aren't in the best shape, so I thought I'd just show you my new packet. That's what they look like. I'm sure everyone knows what they are by now. They're little discs with microfiber cloth. What I do is just wet it with some warm water, squeeze out the excess, and then just take off my makeup that way. It is super easy, and the fact that I'm not using like makeup remover pads every time I take off my makeup, or I'm not having to use a new face washer every single day, like it's actually amazing. And after I've finished using it, I just rinse out all the makeup. You'll just see it run out of there. And then I use a foaming hand wash, which is bizarre. I use the Dettol hand wash, the foaming one, because it says it kills bacteria, which is a good thing. And I just like, lather it up in the little face halo disc and rub it together. On both sides, rinse it out, and it's as good as new to use the next day. So I'm just editing this video and I wanted to add in that I use one face halo for a whole week, and then I just throw them in the wash with the rest of my towels as I'm washing them usually on a weekly basis, and they wash out just fine. I just have to make sure that I use the soap after each use, and then the staining isn't as bad. They do get a little bit stained being white, but I kind of expected that. I love using the face halo, and especially because they are supposed to last up to 200 wash cycles. So one face halo could last me 200 weeks for one. And in one pack you get 3. So yeah, again, could not recommend the face halo enough. So once I've done that, I take my cleanser, which is the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. Again, love this stuff. I really like to use a gel cleanser rather than like a cream cleanser. I feel like the lather and the foaming of the cleanser helps to clean my skin a little bit better. So I use that after I've taken off my makeup, just to get rid of any residual makeup that's still left over, any dirt from the day. And it also does get off that little bit of mascara that tends to cling on, which I find that happens with other makeup removers anyway. So once my face is fresh and clean, I take the Dermalogica Multi-Active Toner and I spray that on my face. I just go directly onto my face. Sometimes I will use a little cotton pad, but not a lot. Yeah, I like this toner. It makes my skin feel nice and fresh, which is good. By the way, the reason why I use all Dermalogica stuff is because my sister is a beauty therapist. She works at Endota Spa, and they have all Dermalogica stuff, so she recommends the best things for me for my skin type because she knows it really well. My sister told me that if you use the toner, that helps to close your pores again once they've been opened up by water and hot, the hot temperature of the water. So use your toner, and as that's closing your pores, you should use a serum. So I use the Bio-lumin C serum, which is part of the Age Smart range. So I just use the dropper. I really like this application method. So I just use the dropper, do 5 drops, and then I put them just in my hand. Then I just do this just to distribute the product in my hands. You don't want to rub it too much, otherwise it just rubs away and the active ingredients start to work on your hands rather than on your face. So if you just distribute it like that, and then I just pat my face all down my neck, décolletage, and pat it in and let it sink in. And then once I've done that, I use the Endota New Age Ultralight Oil-Free Moisturiser, which is so good. It's so light. It's like really nice luxe packaging too, which I'm a sucker for. So I just put some in my hands and just put that all over my face, neck and décolletage as well. I find it to be super hydrating, really, really nice. And like I said, it's really light. So I feel like it's working really well, but I can still put makeup on over the top. Obviously, I'm showing you what I do at night, but I do still use that same product in the day as well. And then before I go to bed, I use the Stress Positive Eye Lift, which is a Dermalogica eye cream. I do only use this at night. It is quite thin, so you can probably use it during the day before you put makeup on. But for me, it just doesn't work during the day. So I tend not to use an eye cream during the day, which I don't really care about. At this stage, I'm only 24, so I don't need to worry too much, I don't think. But maybe down the track, I can look at a different eye cream that can go under makeup. And then sometimes I get like really dry corners of my eyes. I think I spoke about this in my last skincare video. I just use some vitamin E oil and just put that in the corners of my eyes if they're particularly dry, or any really dry patches on my skin, and then just let it soak in while I sleep, and it works really well. So then in the morning, I wake up and I jump in the shower straight away pretty much. And I use my special cleansing gel cleanser in the shower, and then I get out of the shower and I spray my toner, use my serum and my moisturiser, and then I'm ready to go to, if I'm not wearing makeup that day, I'll just go out of the house, go along with what I'm doing, or I'll put on makeup after that. I find that using the same range of skincare helps because they're built to work together. Even though the moisturiser is a different range, I think that using the same cleanser, toner and serum is a really good idea because they're built to work together. So now I'm going to take you through what I use every now and then if my skin needs a little bit of extra help, like masks or exfoliators, that type of thing. So for exfoliation, I exfoliate probably every 4, sometimes 3 days. I don't exfoliate every day because my skin would not be able to handle that. So yeah, every roughly 4 days. And I use the Skin Prep Scrub by Dermalogica. This is so damn good. I love it a lot. And then if my skin needs a little bit of help with like clogged pores, or I'm having a breakout or a breakout's about to come, I use 2 different masks, obviously not at the same time, but I alternate using, which one I think I need the most. So for blackheads, I like the Blackhead Clearing Fizz Mask by Dermalogica. It's part of the Clear Start range, which I think is the range for like teenage skin, but for some reason it works super well for me. I love this. It's so good. So you put it on, it starts off as like a cream, kind of feels like a moisturizer type texture. It's quite light, and you just rub it into your skin and then it'll fizz. So you feel it. If you have really ticklish skin, I probably wouldn't recommend it because it is really ticklish. So you just rub it on and then it starts to fizz up and it's like a foam. It's pretty cool. So you just leave it, wait for it to fizz fully. You'll feel when it's stopped fizzing because the bubbles start to pop by themselves just with the air around you. Duh. Then I just use a face washer, a wet face washer, and just wipe off the excess mask. And my skin feels so fresh. It just feels so like clean and clear. It's really, really nice. And then if my skin is really struggling, I will use the Origins Clear Improvement Mask. Now this is a mini size. This size. I've had this for years. It says you can have it for 24 months, and I think I probably had it for just over that, and it still works just fine, doesn't smell weird, has the same texture, so I'm gonna continue to use it. But the big size is like this big. I don't even know, like the big size is not necessary. So I just put this on, it's like a normal clay charcoal mask type thing. So you just put it on and then let it dry. It goes quite tight and firm, and then you just need to wipe it off with a wet face washer. And again, your skin will just feel so clean and clear and smooth and beautiful. And then if my skin is feeling really dry, I'll use the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask by Origins. It's really, really easy. So you just put it on and then go to sleep. That's it. And then you wake up and wash it off the next day. You could put it on for like 20 minutes or something if you really wanted to. But yeah, I just put it on at night and it works a treat. Another thing I really like getting the mini size of is the GlamGlow masks. This one is the Gravitymud firming treatment. I really like this one. It's one of the ones that dries and then you peel it off. And I feel like it does actually work with the firming because it dries down and you can feel it being a little bit tight on your skin. And I reckon it works well for firming. I have a few other of the Gravitymud masks. I've got like the Youth one, which is really similar to this, I find. but apparently they're different. I've also got their hydrating mask, which smells a bit weird, but it works well. And then I have the exfoliate one, which also, it tingles a bit, but it's really good for exfoliating. So if I feel like my skin needs a bit more exfoliation, I'll use that. But yeah, I really like all the GlamGlow masks. They're really good. They live up to the hype. A product that I've recently started to use, which I like a lot, are these sheet masks. They're really good for hydration. I've got a few. Some are for brightening, hydration, clearing. Some are to boost collagen in your skin, which I don't really know how that works, but yeah, it works pretty well. So I just put that on, leave it on my skin, and like lay back on my bed or something, or on the couch, just because if you sit up, it'll just slide right off your face. Sometimes I can feel like a little bit claustrophobic in them because, I mean, it is over everything on your face. So just make sure that if the eye holes are too small, like cut them open a little bit, or if the nose section is like really like stuck together, just rip it apart a little bit, because yeah, I can feel like I'm a little bit constricted sometimes, but I really like them. They're good. I just put it on and leave them for a while. They're really liquidy and like have the gel or product or whatever it is on it. And then I just peel it off, just take it off, not even a peeling situation, just take it off, and then moisturize that excess product that's still left into my skin. So yeah, that's my skincare routine. I did have a bit of a time where I was like trying out some new products to see what worked the best for my skin, and I had some breakouts, which wasn't very good. Ever since I've started this routine though, my skin has just been feeling itself and been really good and like glowy, and yeah, it hasn't been super oily. Like I used to get really, really oily, but with this routine, it's been manageable. If you have any questions for me about this routine, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them for you. I'm not a skincare expert, but I do know that everything is different for everyone. So this might work for me, but it might not work for you as well. So I would just give yourself some time to experiment and find what works for you best. And if it works, stick with it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like, because that helps me a lot so I know what you guys are enjoying watching. And subscribe to my channel as well. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which would be such a cool milestone to reach. I haven't been doing this for very long or very consistently, but I am planning on uploading, or hopefully uploading, one video a week from now on. So wish me luck. Hopefully I can stick to this. I have just filmed a video on this makeup look. I have another one in the pipelines ready to upload, and I'm going to be filming a video with my friend Jake. So hopefully I can stick to my once a week pattern. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.